Hello, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive. Welcome to another weekly oracle reading for the week of June 29th. Hoping you guys are all doing really well. I cannot believe that we are officially now halfway through this 2020 year. And I know a lot of us wish that it would just kind of go away, and so it's happy that we're halfway through the year, but it's still kind of mind-boggling that we have taken all of this in the first half of 2020 and the year is halfway through. So let's call in all the archangels, ascended masters, creature teachers, light beings, highest guides, elementals, loved ones in spirit. Come on into the space to give us the clarity and guidance that we need to make this week rock. Stay tuned to the end of the video for an extra special. I am using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, and let's see what the message is for us this week. All right, ooh, we got the Devil card, one of my favorite cards in this deck. All right, this week the message for us with the Devil card is to stop imprisoning ourselves. I'm feeling like a lot of it is pre-established conditions, pre-established situations and circumstances. This feels a lot like, I think we talked about this last week too, this feels a lot like stepping out of limitations that either have been placed on us by society or by others who think that this is the way it should be, or are telling you from their limited experience that this is the only way to be. And it's about you breaking out of that and rebelling against that and going more with what feels right for you. So the Devil card is a card of rebellion. It's also a card of self-imprisonment and the idea of, okay, I can take my power back. That's what it is about this week. So if you notice on the card, you've got this really fantastical image of a devil, and the poor little human is cowering in his cage. But if you take a real quick look at the cage, what is going on with the door? The door is open. The cage is wide open, and it's a beautiful gilded cage that's wide open, and the human is not paying attention to the fact that that door is wide open. So he's getting the impression he's choosing to stay cowering in fear, keeping his eyes closed. If you notice, he's got he's sort of protecting himself in this crouched position, and he's got his eyes closed and his head down. So he's not aware of what's going on around him, and he's just going based on what he thinks is supposed to be, what has always been. It's our job this week to step out of that energy of self-imprisonment and to look around and say, wait a second, the door is wide open. I choose. I have the choice as to whether or not I stay in this unhealthy pattern and cycle that I am in, and I'm hearing that directly, or I can choose to pop out of this cage and face my fear and recognize that a lot of the fear is illusion. A lot of the what ifs that we fear never really come to pass. And so we exude and bleed out a lot of energy, wasted energy, much needed energy on other things, on things that may or may not occur. So take back your power, step outside of the gilded cage, and rebel against what is not your truth, what does not resonate for you. Ooh, I'm loving it. Also, the man in the cage, the human in the cage, is wearing a court jester's hat. And of course, in tarot, the beginning of the major arcana is the Fool card, and that's all about new beginnings. It symbolizes a little bit of innocence, but also that naivete. And I'm feeling like that's a message that many of us need to hear this week is don't be naive. It's better to open your eyes and look around and face the fears and see exactly what you have to see. Knowledge is power. If you bury your head in the sand like an ostrich, you are being naive. You are cutting off your chances and your opportunities to be able to move forward through the situation quicker, stronger, than you were before. So you want to empower yourself. You want to give yourself every chance that is available to you. And the only person who can do that for you is you. It's up to you. This is huge on taking responsibility and being accountable for your own life, your own choices, your own actions this week. Wow. Holy cannoli. I feel like we are getting a spiritual butt kick again. Man, oh man. All right. Oh, and I pulled a feather too soon. So we still have another card, but I pulled the feather for a reason. So let's talk about the feather. We pulled grace. And now I know why I pulled the feather first. The devil card, when we look at this card, the message that we just got, it's intense, it's powerful, it's in your face, you can't miss it. But the angels, your dream team, the energies of the universe, the energies of Mother Earth are going to help you to do it in a graceful way. They're going to bring you grace and peace as you make these shifts and changes, as you rebel. There will be a gracefulness to it. You will receive grace. So don't worry so much about, how you're getting out of the cage. Maybe you do it gracefully. Maybe you're fumbling all over the place. The point is you're getting out of the cage. And when you get out of the cage, the universe is saying, don't worry, we got the grace part covered. You don't worry about doing it gracefully. We will cover it. We will make sure that you're doing it gracefully. We will give you the tools and the opportunities and we're going to supply you with that padded cushion so that when you are stumbling and fumbling all over the place, you're not hurting yourself while you're doing it. So I'm feeling that is why I pulled that feather out too soon. All right, and the card deck that I got today, and this is going to be really interesting with this message, is Stephen Farmer's Earth, I think it's called Earth Magic Oracle cards. Oh, and this is the card that wants to talk. So Mother Earth supports us. We live on Mother Earth where we use all of her resources all the time. So let's see what the message is. Forest, breathe. Loving this message. So no matter what happens, and like I said, this message was very, very intense for us this week. I feel like we're all going to be called to make some good calls, some heavy choices, some direct choices, no wishy-washy, no on one side of the balancing on the fence. We're going to have to choose a side and commit to that side. While we're doing it, we can just breathe and we can stand tall like the trees. When you think about the trees, the trunks of the trees are so solid, and those trees reach up to the sky, reach up to the sun for their light source to help them to grow. But the trunks of the trees are foundational, they're solid. Those roots grow deep. No matter what storm comes around, they can bend and blow with whatever is brought to them, whatever kind of weather is brought to them. And when we are just breathing, I'm feeling a nice, calm, peaceful breeze. It's that grace piece that is coming through for us. Green in this card is all about our growth on a positive level. And while this message that we're getting is very intense in its delivery, I don't feel that necessarily a lot of the things that are going to be happening to us and through us are necessarily going to be that intense. We're actually going to be feeling that the beauty of growth. And I know when we talk about growth, everyone's like, oh boy, growth equals pain, equals uncomfortability, equals change. Not necessarily fully this week with this card. It feels more like the change occurs and the change is wanted. Not only is it necessary, but it's wanted. And so I feel like breathing, connecting to your breath, allows you to receive that growth without the resistance. What we resist persists. So this is the message to just breathe and allow, breathe and allow. You will weather the storm. You will come through this with flying colors. This is happening for a reason, and there is intensity to it because a decision, a path needs to be made. We can't be wishy-washy and neutral sitting on the fence. We've got to make a choice. We've got to make a call. But we're going to do that with grace, and we're going to be able to do that using our breath. We are going to be able to get through this and manage the intensity rather than be swept up in it. And what beautiful growth will come as a result. Wow, June has been quite the month. Sending you guys so much love as you go around that. All right, just want to make an announcement that I have a new service called Dreams Interpreted. And I feel like a lot of you are having some pretty crazy dreams right now. If you need to kind of figure out what the message is, and every dream has a message. And sometimes if you're getting something recurring themes, recurring symbols, they're coming through because they've got a message that you haven't clued into yet. If you need help with that clue in, I'm your girl. Would love to interpret your dreams for you. So you can go to my website, theblackfeatherintuitive.com, and book your session. It is an email service, and you'll receive that interpretation within 24 hours. Also, if I can be of service through some of this rebellion that you're going through, and releasing yourself from self-made prisons that have been going on, I'm your girl. Would love to help you out. I offer 30 and 60-minute clarity sessions, the profound 60, the essential 30, and I will connect with your dream team and give you the messages and guidance that you need to really thrive as you're moving forward on this path. Again, check out the website, theblackfeatherintuitive.com. Also, feel free to like, subscribe, and click the bell on my YouTube channel. Share and share alike. If there's anyone else that you feel would benefit from this guidance, I really appreciate that. And I also have my Facebook page, The Black Feather Intuitive. Lots of freebies and fun goodies on there. Thanks so much, guys. Have the most amazing week. See you next time.